every time before I would go to chemo, I would come down to the boathouse, I would pull out my boat, I'd look at it, I'd give it a hug. And when I get it out, it's going to be wonderful.
Just over a year ago, Kit Kujan's life was turned upside down.
Last May, I found a lump in my right breast. You know, you don't expect these things to happen when you're this young, and in the back of my head, I was thinking I might not make it to live to see 40 years old.
Kit was 32 when she first found the lump, but as a healthy, active person her entire life.
I started rowing as a high school student. It was my sport in high school, so I've been rowing for about 20 years. Initially, I wasn't as concerned because in younger women, it's not usually as serious. You tend to get more benign conditions when you're younger. So in the back of my head, I thought, you know what, I'm young, it's not really that big of a deal. And they sent me to get an ultrasound. The ultrasound showed that, you know, they didn't think that it was malignant, but they weren't quite sure if it was benign either. So they said, go ahead and wait 6 months, come back and we'll recheck it.
How life can change in 6 short months.
So I went back at the 6-month appointment, and by then the tumor had grown maybe about 4 centimeters in those 6 months, and my lymph nodes were also enlarged, and it had started to spread to the lymph nodes. So they sent me straight for a biopsy, and they found out that it was cancerous.
And as if that wasn't enough,
when I was waiting for the 6-month check, my grandma had passed away.
For as long as Kit had rowed, her grandma had been her biggest fan.
My grandma being a grandmother, when I was rowing in high school, she was like, she's going to the Olympics. And so she signed up to be, you know, to support the U.S. Olympic team, because she's like, you know what, I have to support my granddaughter whenever she makes it to the Olympics. So she passionately supported me the entire time. She knew that this is the sport for me, and she's a grandmother, so she supports whatever you do, and she just went full speed into it.
When she passed away, Kit wanted to find a way to keep her spirit close.
Part of what I was able to do with the money she set aside, I did the responsible stuff. I put it towards a house and things like that. But part of it I set aside to buy my own rowing single, because I've been rowing for 20 years, and that's always the thing that you wait to get is your own boat. So I ordered it before I had my diagnosis, and I didn't realize that I would be out for so long.
The boat was delivered the day after Kit started treatment.
So I've been waiting for a boat that's been sitting on a rack for 6 months, and I can't wait until I'm done with this and I'm healthy and I can put that boat out there and I can be on the water again.
Now through chemo and surgery, Kit is closer than ever to making her return to the water.
And when I get it out, it's going to be wonderful. Not just to get me back on the water, but I would have finished cancer, and this is me celebrating my grandma and everything that she's done for me. So it means a lot in many, many different ways.